Riders, boom boom time here. Colin, Inside Cycling World. We're back, folks. I feel like I've been gone forever. I guess I kind of have here. Let me see what I'm doing here in the background. Guys, I haven't streamed since last Sunday, and I'm completely lost as to what I'm doing right now. Can't see my live stream for some reason, the live chat. That's okay. It says something went wrong, blah, 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 whatever. Let's take a look at this here. I'm going to just jump back in here. Should be this window capture here. Is it this one? Yes, dudes. Here we go. Okay, guys. We're only on week 2 here. Sorry I missed week 1. I was going to try to squeeze it in early, but just the whole cold weather, you know, helping Joey recover, which means just basically running around, doing things here, there, and everywhere. Comfort foods, all that kind of good stuff. Meds, all the stuff we need that she usually gets that I have to get instead. Because she hasn't left the house, it seems like in... she hasn't left this house since... I don't even know. Well, she had the surgery on the 28th. She did leave to go back to the hospital 1 week later, which would have been the 5th. She has not left the house since that day. So she's been out of the house once. Anyways, Muckers Worldwide Championships. Best race on Ruby, folks, right here. First place right now is Carroll. Take a look at what his points are. This is interesting. Because he's got a ballast, his points have actually been reduced. So instead of 245 for first place, he gets 240.1. I was going to break out the calculator and figure that out if that's the correct 2% reduction, but we'll just go with that for now. So Nelson, who is technically in silver medal place right now, second place, has more points. So this is going to be really interesting to watch. Let's just turn that off, get into Ruby, and we're going to go, folks. Now, yep, everything looks good here. We are streaming. And let's go, folks. 1 minute to go. Ooh, look at me jumping in at the last second, folks. Like dandy candy. I see this lady all the time now. Okay, jerseys, let's populate in. I didn't do the update this morning, guys. That was, well, it came out yesterday. I'm just not going to do it right now. Not doing it. Not going to happen. I just don't want to risk it right now. Too many things that are kind of messy, and I've heard people saying they're getting resistance, they're not getting resistance. The Doritos weren't working at all. This whole stuck in gear 13 thing in the top left-hand corner. Yeah, let's get this fixed out. Beta testers, Ruby, let's go. Fix it. Come on. I am not going to update for a little while now. In fact, I'm probably not going to ride because I think it might be kind of messed up. We're soon going to see though, folks. It's nice to be back. Currently balmy, minus 14 degrees Celsius. So you can imagine daytime high today be minus 12. Tonight minus 24 with a high of minus 19 tomorrow. Saturday morning minus 27 with a high of minus 18. You know when you're going to complain about the weather? Don't. You have no reason to complain about the weather, folks. I mean, all you need is a few days of continuous minus 20. It's been like that for, it seems like, oh, it's coming up on 2 weeks where it's been like cold, where daytime highs no higher than minus 10, nighttime lows down to minus 30. Hanging out with Dandy Candy here, 123 riders. There's a few behind her as well. Let's just get our count right away. Looks like we had 129 in the chute. Tim Moore starting late. Looks like Tim got a late start here, 120th. Just watch Tim move his way up through the field, folks. I know Tim from riding on other platforms. He's just up the road here, folks. Let's see if I need to change my settings a bit for camera. Let's go camera near. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. That's better, isn't it? So this Tim Moore here, he is just going to shred his way through the field, folks. Absolute beast of a rider in time trial mode. He's got the Trek SL8 here, the Madone. Going to start moving his way right up. We're going to bounce forward here. Let's get right to the front, see what's going up here. Ooh, Tice at the front. Simon Hannenbrook. Yes, Nelson Snyder, Erlen Sundstrom, Ludwig DB, Yvonne. Guys, I never forget your names. Shunnick's here too. Gil Madiow. Here's a new name, Adam96. Now, I noticed that this dude showed up, I think he might be in third place right now in the standings. So, obviously a new rider to the series. Not super new to Ruby, but, you know, when you compare him against all the levels around him, he's kind of new. I mean, most riders here are, you know, close to legend or higher. M4B. Joel Noguera, dude. Yes, dude. Joel Noguera here, guys, from Quebec in Canada. Brand new rider. Actually, he's been riding quite a bit. So he's been hammering on Ruby for a little bit here. I know he's a new rider to Ruby. He did the Col de Tourmalet ride with myself and Steven Cycles. Steven, I paused there too long. I should know your name any second. Yeah, Joel, go with these guys. Go with 790, Stefan 793 and Andy. Get up there with Morton. You want to be up here with Morton Forby. Got some gaps already, folks. Joel's a strong rider. I think he's just getting used to the Ruby format. And I did talk to him. I think he used to race with Muckers. He said like over a year ago, which... yeah, well, if it's over a year, I would have missed it because I think I really started doing lots of Mucker stuff like last January during the Tour Down Under. December, January of last year. So 2023, 2024, end and start of. So Morton Forby here. We've got about 100-meter gap. We've got 20 in this front group, folks. 20 in the front group. Let's see if anyone's up further ahead. Nope. 20 right there. Just going to check... live chat. I think my live chat is destroyed right now. Yeah. So guys, if you are in the live chat, I'm going to fix this right now. I can't actually see the live chat. There's a dumb monkey on there with a hammer saying something went wrong. Oh, sorry guys. Did you... okay. Yeah. Okay. That's something I got to deal with later, guys. Yeah. I missed my WTRL TTT this morning. I messed it up somehow. I'm going to have to figure it out later how to get signed up properly. What am I doing? Okay. I'm trying to actually open up my email here. I'll use my phone today as my little chat stream thing. So I'm going to watch my own video here and see if any of you guys want to talk in the chat. That's the highlight of doing these videos, guys. Highlight for me. First of all, I'm getting a Mini Wheats commercial. Fascinating stuff. Carlson, he's stuck in gear 13. Hope everything okay. Yep. Tim joined late. Yeah, Tim, I saw you join late, man. So, Tim, when I saw you join, you were on 128th spot, and I just said out loud that you're going to shred your way up through the field. When will it start to warm it up in Alberta? April? Yeah, you know what? Like, my good friend Martin, who I've met through the other platform, I was just talking about the team time trial. Hands down, that's the best team time trial on the planet, folks. I'm hoping to do some coverage of it today. Like, seriously, it's the best. Like, whatever you want to say about other platforms, whatever you want to say about your preference for graphics versus video versus that versus this thing, whatever. It's been around 6 years. just to give you guys a little feel for this. What do we got here? Competitions, home. And I missed the first one, and I was so excited to do it. Today they got 590 teams registered for it, which I think is, the proof is in the pudding. This thing is a banger. So I'm going to get some figured out later on today. Let me get back in here. So we're back into the race, folks. Oh, Grosjean's here. Grosjean's back in the mix, folks. Should have our 20 riders up front here. Let's just have a quick look. Yeah, guys, I feel kind of... What do you say? I'm just going to use... I feel disheveled. How about that? I'm feeling disheveled today. I kind of feel like I'm not doing things right here. So last weekend, and I know I've been kind of mysteriously vanished from Rouvy. I've had a few people ask me, are you still on? Dude, I'm totally still on Rouvy. But I did the US Nationals the weekend before. So, you know when you guys are all riding, having fun racing? I'm plastered here for 3 to 4 hours commentating. And then sometimes afterwards, I'm like I feel like I've done a bike ride. I'm just like, okay, I'm done. I just want to go sit down. And then... And don't get me wrong, guys, I love doing it. It's tiring. Taking care of Joey, keeping the house warm. It's been freezing forever. I'm going to get back to Steven Cycle's question every way because I do know the weather is breaking and I'm so happy about it. Then last weekend, both days, Saturday and Sunday, I did Canadian Nationals. That was a lot of fun. So I did the age categories, the Masters, and I got to do the Elites. Awesome racing. I met so many cool people through there. Everyone that jumped into the chat, and all these riders messaging me afterwards, riders that are the very elite of esports messaging me, and being, saying nice things, which I loved. Podcast people jumping in, the Virtual Velo jumped in, Spincast jumped in, the Virtual Domestique jumped in, Nathan Guerra jumped in. It was so much fun, guys. But we're back here on Rouvy for today. I'll be switching back to Zwift later on. So if I will be talking with Martin. Back to Martin here. He's suffering with the cold as well. So Martin runs the WTRL, TTT, and the Zwift Racing League. That's all through WTRL. He's suffering with the cold as well. It's always hard when you got animals out in the cold and you're trying to keep them warm and there's babies being born. Trust me, I've been through it. I think it was the day that the baby twins were born. The twin goats were born. I got this big goat out there walking around this big, and I go out in the morning and she's this big. Not shredded, but this big. I'm like, uh-oh, she's got a baby somewhere. And so honestly, I walked into the barn thinking, yeah, that thing's dead. It was like minus 21. Well, I walk in there and there's 2 little baby goats hanging out together and they're doing perfect. But it doesn't always work out that way, folks. So this weather is just so painful right now. I'm going to check it. I think it's next Wednesday. The weather absolutely gets smashed to smithereens. Okay, Thursday. Okay, so here we go. Tomorrow's high, minus 19. Saturday, minus 18. Sunday, minus 16. Monday, minus 19. Tuesday, minus 17. Wednesday, minus 11. Listen to this. Thursday, plus 1. So anyone that's whining about their weather, it's rainy, it's cloudy, boo-hoo-hoo, ooh-hoo-hoo. I give this to my mom all the time. She lives in Victoria. Rarely snows, rarely gets cold. I would say Victoria weather is a lot like the UK. It will dip below 0 for 3 hours. The snow that you get is gone by noon. They can't deal with it because they're not used to it. But just days and days on end of minus 20 is just too hard. And what's good about that too is that Thursday, when it goes to 1 degree Celsius, it's 4 the next day, 4 the day after. I'm in Vegas, folks. I'm looking for Ragnar. I heard he's going to be doing a TTT there. Actually, just a time trial, not a TTT. I'll be looking for him racing down the strip over and over repeatedly. Ooh, Joel's back here in 21st. Joel, I would stick with these dudes here. So I do know Joel quite well, guys. Met him in a different platform. He did the Call to Tourmalet ride with myself and Steven Cycles. Basically babysat me all the way up the climb. And here he is, folks, riding on Rouvy now. Kind of said, hey, dude, you should come on over here and check some stuff out. Ride some different routes. I think he really enjoys it. So for all the haters that hate on me because I check out different platforms, gadoosh, there you go. Um, why not get people to try different platforms out and see what they like? There's something to be liked about all of them. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. Ooh, Mike Hagan's here too. This is good here, folks. This is really good. Let's checking out the front again. And we're just going to keep track of messages here. Waiting for Joey to scream at me. I think she's going back to work today, but she found out she's got to go to a dentist meeting tonight in Calgary. So I don't know if I've been recruited. So Kyle's saying he's stuck in gear 13. And I think he's retired from the race. So that's what I wasn't understanding yesterday, Kyle. I saw a bunch of talk about it. People saying they were stuck in gear 13, but I didn't know if that actually meant you were stuck. And I think this mostly affects the smart bikes that already have virtual shifting. And I think that's what Kyle has. So it's basically locked his smart bike, whatever brand he has, stuck in gear 13, whatever gear that is. No up, no down. Total disaster. I'm not going to even update my system right now. Just not. I think there's too many disasters going on. There's too many things that need to be fixed right now. Like I said yesterday in the Discord, someone needs to pump the brakes right now and just fix things. Let's fix the braking. Let's fix, and what I mean by that is, or like the high speed racing downhill with all the teleportation. Like, guys, if you need to borrow my my Pentium 386 from 1994, I can send it over to you. I mean, we need some more processing power to handle the avatars. I've seen races, and today it probably won't happen. It usually happens, and I've learned through the Discord from people that know more about it than me, that it's in the high-speed descents. The riders aren't really where they're showing. So it makes it really tough for me to call these races for everyone. It's just, guys, you think it's frustrating for you. I feel like an idiot sitting here cheering someone on that they're winning, and they're actually 4 riders back. So let's get that fixed, folks. Let's get it fixed. So it looks like Kyle has pulled out. So what is he saying here? I'm stuck in gear 13. My bike thinks it's got virtual shifting. Yeah, not good, Kyle. Not good at all. Yeah, I saw the update this morning. Ignore. The virtual shifting for me doesn't even help, even if I had the clicker, because I have a Tacx Neo 2T. So, you know, and just thinking about it out loud too. Who's off the front here? Ooh, Ontaro's here. Adam 96. Bear Remy. Used to seeing this guy up front. Tice. Niels Burnham. Should have our 20 riders. This is going to be quite rolly. I did this ride last week as a Mellow Monday, and I kind of half died on it. Wow, Carrie Ann. What a strong ladies rider. Yeah, absolute beast. So Carrie Ann is riding solo right now in 20th place, just putting in an epic time trial. I mean, what does she do here? Does she want to wait for these dudes that are coming up behind her? 666 JRM, new rider here. Level 91 though. Dude, where you've been all my life? Where have you been? Do you not race? Like, you're a level 91 and I've never seen you before. Joel Noguera in the mix too. Joel can easily ride with these dudes here. Okay, where did Mako just come from? Okay, maybe they're just off the side of the road there, just popping in. It just looked like Mako just popped into me there. Goof. Stefan, Chorus, Big John rides, Mako. Okay, we're just getting a lot of riders disappearing in front of us here. I wonder if I should change the camera view a little bit. What do you guys think? Let's change the camera view. We'll put the camera middle and see if that helps out with the avatars. So like right now, I'm only seeing 3 riders on screen. I need 20. I need 20 stat. Mateus Hales here. Stefan 793. Nice stuff. Here's a new name, Akoval. Akoval's here. Don't know this guy at all. Iron Sand 73. Let's see what Carrie Ann's doing up there. So she is riding solo in 20th place. Yvonne Sagan is broken down. Unfortunately, a mechanical probably disconnected somehow, and there goes Carrie Ann racing on by. She's now into 19th position. She's only 35 meters behind Tony Stadler here. Is that correct? No, sorry. I know what happened there. Yvonne Sagan came back. He just popped back in, dropping 7 watts a kilo, and it's replaced him where he was supposed to be, and I thought I was still on Carrie Ann Cannabog. There. Where is that little cat? Cat, how did you get in here? The cat's in the room with me, folks. He wants to be part of the stream. I call him a he, but it's a she. She wants to be part of the live stream. If she comes up here, I'll give you a little show of the kitty cat that hangs out with me down here. Let's check the chat out, folks. Let's just check this chat out. Very quiet in the chat, folks. Very, very quiet. Kyle was here. Kyle saying, okay, he has the Wahoo Kicker core. Okay. Okay, Kyle. So, Kyle, I'm assuming then that you don't have the clicker. So, with the update, it thinks you have virtual gearing with the clicker, and now you have no way of changing the gears. Is that correct? That's my guess. The clicker's that little goofy thing that I think they first used on Zwift to change gears way back when. And now they've upgraded to the Zwift Plays, which I have a set of, and they are fantastic, folks. If you ride a bike, so that's the road I'm going to go. I don't have Wahoo. I have Tacx Neo 2T. So it's not compatible. And I don't think it will be because, Zwift and Wahoo had their little thing way back when. Zwift started making their own hardware. Wahoo got mad at them. Then did you notice that Wahoo, when they bought RGT, eventually RGT just vanished altogether? I never really got into RGT, and I know there's a lot of RGT junkies here. I don't really know why it was so good compared to other platforms. Like, what made it so incredible? Say something in the comments if you want. I used it a couple times and was like, oh, okay, whatever. I didn't hate it, didn't love it. Here she is. Here is my kitty cat who hangs out with me. Okay, say hi. Yep. Say hi. Okay, go over there. She's on the bed. She needs to have a nap. Okay, here's Kyle. Yeah, so Kyle, he's got 18 miles an hour in top gear on my front and rear cassette. Okay, so no clicker. So basically Kyle is stuck in that gear because I guess the way the updates came out, it assumes that everyone who has a Wahoo Kicker core, I would imagine, has a clicker as well, which is not true. Simon James, I have a kicker core also. I did a Hout route today and the resistance was totally off. What is he saying here? Much higher than it should have been. Okay, good to know. I've seen it all over the place, guys. Like, I started reading it yesterday and just kind of went like, just shaking my head like, how do we not know these things are going to happen? I hate to like be negative, but like Wahoo Kicker Core is probably, you guys tell me right now in the chat, it's probably the #1 trainer out there. And when I say that, the trainer that the most people have. It's at the perfect price point. It does pretty much everything you need it to do. It's the one that comes with the Zwift Core package. With the Zwift bike, all that stuff. It's probably the #1 selling trainer on the planet. I got to imagine. Why that wasn't tested right? Like, hey guys, well, yeah, so you switch gears with the clicker. And no one said, well, what if they don't have a clicker? Then what happens? Oh, don't worry about it. Just walk it off, bro. They'll figure it out. Like, why wasn't that tested? That seems like a simple one to me. Moving hard over these rollers here, guys. Everyone's going to be pushing every little roller here. There's really not huge points to get away here. Ontaro at the front, Nelson Snyder, Shunnick, Batiscum, Adam 96. So he's a newcomer. Hans Holm's been around for a while now. So we had 20 before. I can't imagine we got 20 still. Down to 17, it looks like Tony Stadler just sitting on the back right now. It looks like Tony's got a little bit of a gap. He's going to have to pull it back right now, or else it is game over for Tony back here. Now he's working. Now he's getting up out of the saddle, putting down some power. 5 watts a kilo, trying to get back on. This is when it probably pays to be a more powerful rider, using the downhills. I really wish... That's another one I've got here too, guys. Like, I've been all over the place, right? Downhills, I don't feel the bigger riders have enough of a benefit in their specialty, if I should put it that way. I just don't see it. It's like the little guys are just riding side by side with you. That's what I see anyways, but I could be totally wrong. Whatever. Crap on me. It doesn't matter. Just falls off me. So 17 up front. Bouncing back, Yvon Sagan. So, okay, so Yvon this time when he came back in, he didn't get right on it right away. Something happened, because he was right back in the front there for a bit. Another disconnect. Mako with Stefan 793. Mike Hagan coming up. Here's 666 JRM. Carrie-Anne Cannabog. Joel Noguera in the mix here. So we got a nice group, second group forming. Iron Sands, Bram Paulison, Chorus. Chorus is a little bit further back. So Chorus is leading the next group coming up. So here's Iron Sam bouncing back to Chorus. Pursued by B-Biker, Dave 12. More groups, Andy Up, Boogie Bill. It's all going to sort itself out, folks. So I did this ride last Monday with Ruben. Hey, Ruben. We did it as a Mellow Monday, 2.3 watts per kilo target with a classification. You can find that on Nightior as well. And I was just like sweating to death, like dying. And I don't need to show you guys. I think I sent a picture to someone somewhere, but directly above my bike, here's the handlebars. Directly above the seat is a heating vent. So I'm in the 10x10 cube of agony and despair. And when I sit up, I kind of stretch my head back like this, and there's the heating vent. Actually, it runs this way, right above me. So it's cold right now, cold. My house is older, probably not insulated super well, but your furnace is going to run 23 hours a day. So it's just pumping heat on my back, along my neck. Kitty cat, I think you need to get out of there. Usually, I don't know how she got the door open, but she did. Let's have a little bounce back here, folks. We got Gluco back here. You're going to find a huge... Here's Kyle. Yeah, Kyle, I don't blame you for pulling the plug, dude. Like, you just expect your stuff to work, right? So Kyle's back here. Probably stuck in 13th gear, whatever gear that is, and he sees all these rollers coming and just thinks, what a miserable day this is going to be. So, can't blame him for that. Here's Gluco. Uncle E64. Sala 80. Looking for everyone here. Looking for everyone. John P. Zenda. Switter, Stern. Oh yeah, guys. I don't know if you can see. I am wearing my Mucker shirt. I am in the Mucker shirt, guys. Let's have a little stand up so you can see. Mucker shirt right here. Guys, check these babies out. Have a little look. Guys, you want to know, where can I find them? Go to muckersworldwide.com and check them out, folks. They got a store there. And I'm going to say it. No one asked me to say this, just so you know. Neil and Kyle did not ask me to say this. Support Muckers Worldwide by getting yourself a snazzy jazzy t-shirt. A little bit of that money is going to end up in their pockets to help do all the stuff in the background that everyone forgets about. When you have a crappy race or there's something you don't like and you just want to complain about it? Sorry, the cat's making a bunch of noise over there. These guys are like trying to put this stuff on, organizing it, checking results, writing blogs up, doing podcasts. It's like nonstop. And I don't think they get enough recognition for what they do. So I'm saying it. Guys, everyone thank those guys. Best way of supporting them is getting yourself some swag. Get some stuff. Get a nice t-shirt. You're getting something out of it. And it helps them out in the long run. Guys, I'm going to make this cat, I'm going to deport this cat from my room. Yeah, here we go. There you go. Again, guys, check out the shirt. Take a little look here. Muckers Worldwide. Represent your favorite race, folks. Represent your favorite race. Again, the guys are like going, "Oh man, Colin, you don't have to do that. You don't." I guarantee you, they're doing that right now. I don't care. I'm doing it. There you go, boys. There you go, Bolton boys. Remember that, or as we call them, the Bolton boys. And there were some, very descriptive terms of what the Bolton boys were. Bolton dance troops and whatnot. Okay, guys, back to the race here. Ghost Killer, Johan. Everyone's probably screaming at me. Arno shooting, dude. Here you are, man. Arno's back. Level 28 now. He's like a legend in this world. Silly Sills here. Let's have a little look at her. Riding along with, who's she riding with here? Miansky. Oh, lots of new names, guys. Lots of new names. Discus 2. Miansky. Sill. AJ Watts. AJ Watts sounds like AJ Watts to me sounds like some famous Canadian football player or something. Was AJ Watts a Canadian football player? Seriously, this guy's from Canada too. Okay, better do some reading here. Yeah, Kyle, exactly. One of the cheapest with good resistance, 16% gradient, about 500 pounds in the UK. So Kyle's saying what he's reading, it's not compatible. It is and it isn't type thing. That's what I'm seeing too. And without the clicker, to me, it's not compatible at all. It's just, you don't want to use it. I saw someone saying yesterday, like, well, if you don't have the clicker, why wouldn't you just put change gear on the app? Like, yeah. I mean, I don't know what that clicker costs, but I think probably the only way you can buy it is you buy it and the cog, which you don't really need. So you're going to spend $80 to shift. And yeah, what's the fix right now? The fix might be that, ooh, yeah, what do they do? What do they do now? Like if everyone's stuck in gear 13, if people are legitimately stuck in gear 13, hanging out with Carrie-Ann here, Bram Paulson. I see Joel's here as well. Good job, Joel. Nice to see you. So I know Joel from over on another platform, seen him race a lot on Fridays. Said, dude, come check it out. And he's here. Good to see him. Let's get to the front. Baddiscombe, Tice. Looks like we still got a good group up there. We're down to 10 folks. As I've been rambling, it's been falling apart. And that's part of the show, folks. That's part of the show. Yeah, Kicker Core, probably the most bought, most used, good quality. It doesn't do all the max resistance, but you don't really need it. It's going to cover like 95%, 98% of what you want. So why wouldn't that have been tested? And so now what do you do if they're going to say that all these trainers are smart trainers? Guys, I don't know. There's probably going to be some more workaround, like, you got to uninstall the app, uninstall the companion app, pat your head 3 times. It's going to be one of those fixes. I guarantee you that's coming. Ruben's here in the mix too. Yeah, so Kyle, what I'm doing, dude, I'm going to give QZ a chance. And I'm going to use it properly. And I know a lot of people want to crap on QZ. Do I look like a cheater? No. You could cheat on anything. Right? You can cheat on anything. So if you're a cheater, you're just a cheater. So the way the QZ app works, I don't know them. They don't know me. You put the app on your phone or a device. I think you can use any device. It's just a display, really. Pair all your equipment to that first. Then the app, which I'll have on here, then that talks to Ruvi. And then so you stick it in a gear that you like. And that's a question I got maybe for you guys. I'm planning on just keeping it in the big ring. And maybe the 3rd or 4th cassette over, cog over. So I don't know, like a 50. I only have a 50 on the front. And this is how I'm going to start being able to keep up with some of you guys that are riding down hills with 60-tooth front gear rings, chain rings, which you don't really have, but your smart bike pretends you have. Yeah, there's that, right? So folks, if you don't have that, and you're up against people on smart bikes, you're at a disadvantage. I mean, you may just be because you're not capable of keeping up with them in the first place, but when you're completely spun out in a 50 or a 52, they might be riding in a 60. So your only real firepower against them is to maybe try QZ app out. And that's what I'm going to do. And I have the Zwift Plays, and although Zwift Plays have been said they'll never be compatible on Ruvi, I don't know why. And then someone said, oh, it's too hard to do it. I don't believe that. The clicker works. Why can't the Zwift Plays work? You know what? And if you were to feel the Zwift Plays, if you've ever ridden a bike with Di2, Erlen Sundstrom here, 8 watts per kilo. Last time I did one of these races, that might have been a Tuesday race. Erlen won because he got ripped off the race before because of the whole teleportation thing. So Erlen's on fire today, folks. And it was Battiscombe that beat him in the first race, fair and square, but teleportation was happening and people couldn't really tell where they were. So, you think you're in first, but you're actually in second. So, yeah, fix that. Currently just under 26 kilometers in, folks. Yeah, they got some stuff to work on. So yeah, and the Zwift Plays, if you've ever ridden a bike with actual electronic shifting, like Di2, that's the only one I've ridden. I haven't done the SRAM ones or whatever. The shift paddle, which you guys can't really see right now. I don't know, maybe you can. Let me go off track again. Yeah, you can't see it, but it feels just the same as it does on my Cervelo that has Di2. Feels just the same. So I think that's really cool. It's just like you're not going to be moving the brake lever over. You're just touching like a little raised pad that's got like a little dots or bumps all over. You just, there, it changes gear. That's it. Love it. A bit different riding inside because I think with virtual shifting this way, because on a real bike outside, you're using electronic shifting to shift mechanical parts. You're still shifting the chain rings on the front. So my understanding with the Zwift Plays is the right one is for just up and the left one is for just down. That's it. So you're kind of going sequentially through the gears. Okay, how's our front group? It's the regular characters, folks. 10 riders up front. Bouncing back 400 meters to flying Skywalker, Niels Burnham, Simon Honnebrook, newcomer Adam 96, Tony Stadler. So we've got 5 riders there. It's only 145 meters back to Hans-Holm Moller and Grosjean. Grosjean, try stuff. Let's talk about it, dude. I think, what do they call it? The WCTS? Is that what it's called? Hayden Wild, that dude? Now, I don't know which one that is because there are different triathlon leagues. There's like Super League, there's this one, there's that one. It all kicks off again this weekend. I think it kicks off in Abu Dhabi, so I'm so excited about that. I can barely swim. Running, I haven't ran in, well, maybe I ran to the bathroom one day, but that's the extent of my running. But I love triathlon. I would love to do some commentary on it. Wouldn't that? Hey, there we go, folks. I might be onto something new here. I'll start doing triathlon coverage. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but, I got to think I can probably do at least as good a job as they can. I love watching commentators and going, like just saying stupid things. I'm the king of that, though. So yeah, we got these 2 riders together here. Bouncing back to Carrie-Anne, there's a big group back here. Stefan 793, Carrie-Anne 666, number of the beast. Dude. Big John rides, Joel Noguera, oh yeah, QC for Quebec, Canada. Nice group here. Mateus is in the mix, Mike Hagan, Ludwig DB. Let's just keep moving her back. Here's Umil. Oh, big gap here, folks. Take a look at this. From 32nd place up to 31st. So we can see Yvonne Sagan was in that front group, had some disconnects, and now is slowly drifting. Has actually been caught by that fast-moving bogey group that was chasing from behind. That's the Carrie-Anne group. Yeah, this is the Carrie-Anne group. She's the spotlight today, folks. Who says lady cycling doesn't get enough coverage? I don't say that. Off topic again, but Ivan Sagan is just slowly drifting back, I think. I don't know if he blew himself up early or is just struggling a bit right now. Iron Sand 73 just ahead. Hopefully Ivan Sagan here can get back together with him. But it's from those 2 riders there, it's over a kilometer to the next group. So like a really big distinct break in the groups here. B Biker, Dave 12, Kaneda, level 8 rider. Umil, Martin Starr, Martin, Boogie Bill, Tranberg, Kayvon again. It's weird seeing people in places. Usually I would see Kayvon again more near the front. Nathan 1406, Mick is here, Swiss Chris, Andy up, Ratim, Simon JP. Here's Neil. Finally found Neil. It's only taken me 35 minutes to actually find Neil. That's how much time I just spend just kind of weaving stories for you guys. We got a big solid group of muckers here, folks. We got Neil. Look at them. Looks like there's 4 or 5 of them here anyways. Swiss Chris, Neil, Mick, Simon Simon JP's not in the jersey. It's Ratim. I just can't actually... Okay, Ratim's just over here on the left-hand side. He's kind of just... There he is. In Muckers gear. Nice stuff, guys. Here's... Oh, look at this, folks. I love seeing this. Tim is just time trialing through the field, folks. Really good rider. I've seen Tim go from a long ways out on another platform. Do you guys care if I say the other platform, or is it going to hurt your ears? Maybe your eyes will start bleeding. Yeah, like I'm just going to start saying it. So over on my whoosh, yeah, I've seen Tim racing there. He likes to, final sprints. He's usually going from 800-900 meters out. That's what I've been seeing. Riding super strong here. Legit rider, folks. When we first turned on the TV today, he was in 128th place. So he's passed 68 riders at this point. He's got more victims up ahead, folks, and I like to call them victims. When I'm feeling really hot, when I'm thinking I'm like king of the world, I'm looking at the victims ahead of me. Victims. Okay, riders, I gotta stay on the water. I drank too much for some reason this morning at 8:30 in the morning. I decided to eat an entire bag of salt and vinegar crisps, as you guys like to call them. And my lips are barely working right now. So salted up. So I'm trying to get rehydrated now. I feel like I've been in the desert for a few weeks. Let's get back to the front here. Actually, let's take a little look at our map. What are we going to see here? Coastline. Some low-res graphics, but we got nice coastline there, folks. That's what we want to see. Gil Matteo at the front. Where's my buddy Tuden today? I don't see him. Tuden's not here, is he? Interesting. 10 riders in the front group. These 10 should stick together all the way to the finish. There are a couple little kickers left. Couple right after the last split. And it is a downhill finish, folks. So it's probably all going to go off at that last little kick. Take a look at the bottom on the profile here. Hey, just a word to everyone. Let me just see where I've got myself. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, baby. Yeah, don't cover up your profile when you're streaming. It just works out good that way, folks. Yeah, so down here in this corner where you shouldn't have your profile, when you're streaming, that covers up the profile. I'm thinking right about here. That's going to be the last big punch attack time, folks. Rolling on. Rolling thunder, folks. Rolling thunder. Let's back up here again. Okay. Check this out here, folks. I love this. So we have our group of 10 up front. Bouncing back. We should have 2. Ooh, we got more together, folks. Flying Skywalker, Simon Honnebrook, Niels Brenham, Adam 96, Tony Stadler. Ooh. And look, the group from behind's coming too. Hans-Ho Molder's trying to get up there with Grosjean. Awesome stuff, folks. It's further 800 meters back. Looks like a couple of those groups are going to come together. And when I say a couple of those groups, I'm thinking these guys here. You can actually see them on screen now. Hans and Grosjean are seeing them. They're going to start working together to try to pull themselves back towards this group. There might be people in that group up ahead, folks, that are like hanging on for dear life. Grosjean senses it. He's going. He's feeling it. He knows they're just around the corner, folks. So back to Grosjean here. You can see the name of the avatar just hanging out there just ahead of us. Now is when they're going to start going, folks. Use the downhills. Kick extra hard here, guys. You can get back on. Let's get into the big, juicy sprint mix. Let's add 2 more strong riders into that group up front. Oh, yeah. Salt and vinegar. And I'm talking no-name brand salt and vinegar. Hey, I don't know about you guys, but why are potato chips so expensive now? Like, what's going on? Is it climate change? Is it Trump? Like, what is it? You tell me. Why are my potato chips so expensive? Like, now every bag is like $5.99. It's deep fried freaking potatoes. Like, come on, bro. Yeah, it's brutal here. Probably good so I don't eat so many, but still, when I want potato chips, I don't want to spend $9 on a bag. Nelson Snyder, Gil Mattiau. I think we still got our 10 up here. Still got our 10 hitters right at the front, folks. 1 kilometer back to the next group. And I think the next group is 5 riders. Yep, 5 riders. Flying Skywalker, Adam, Niels Brenham, Tony Stadler, and Simon Hannenbrook. 66 meters back. Here comes Grosjean and Hans. Coming hard. Don't know a lot about Hans. I think I first started seeing his name at the OMG Tour. And he's been around Ruby a long time, just not been in our circles. So he's just discovered where the best racing is on Ruby. That's what he's figuring out right now. Okay. Live chat. Live chat's all going. Hey, Kyle's. This is from Kyle. Kyle, I feel bad for you, dude. I'm going to email Ruby tonight. I would too. I'm not happy anyway. Always great commentary, Colin. 1 million times better than my podcast. Thanks, Kyle. Those things sounded pretty good, though. Ooh, look at this. These guys are almost back on. I love seeing a chase. I love seeing guys bridge across. Guys, that's why I'm following this time trial stuff. I've seen teams catch other teams with like full 1 minute starts. It's so cool to watch it. I did just get a message from Martin, my buddy, and he goes, "I've registered for these ones." I don't even know what he registered for me for. Like, he doesn't know I'm doing this right now. So as soon as I'm done here, I got to message him back and try to get something set up for later today. They kind of run through a series there. I know some of you race over there, so don't pretend you don't. They kind of just run through a series of all the courses. And I saw, as of this morning, 3 of the records had fallen. When I say 3, that's because they have women's classes and they have men's classes and different tiers in each one. So there's like, I think 4 for the women and 5 for the men. So today, February 13th, 2025, there was 3 new records set on those courses. So, I mean, people are deadly serious about it. And it is so cool to watch. You can have up to 8 riders. So it's like, you can feel the power. You feel the power as the teams are coming by. Ooh, look at this. They're just dangling back there, folks. Grosjean pushing hard. Little gear shift there. Hopefully his virtual gears are working. Look how close we are now, folks. Tony Stadler's just on the back there. Grosjean's on him. They're going to have to do it quick, folks. They are going to have to do it quick here. Entering a bit of a downhill. Expect the riders up front to start pulling. You can see that on the leaderboard right now. It's out back to 70 meters again. So Grosjean and Hans here are going to have to like dig extra deep on this bit of a descent when they're probably like just whacked right now, and hope the guys up front just kind of let off a little bit. Who's hurting the most? You know, it's a tough place to be right here. Hans is going to try to do it, I think. Pushing 4 watts a kilo. You can see the 2s ahead of us here. If they get some momentum going, they should pull that back pretty quick. Those guys up front are going to be watching, though. They're going to be watching. Perhaps maybe teammate Niels Brenham might start trying to not work as hard. Maybe let Grosjean come back. Look at Niels back here. 1.7 watts per kilo. Boys chasing at 4. Let's get her, dudes. Let's get it. Time trial mode now, guys. Grosjean, triathlete. Let's have a little look at him here. Take a look. He knows what it's like to be in the TT bike, getting into the zone and just powering. Back to that 65 meters. The riders up ahead, though, are now hitting the little bit of a incline. They're going to start dropping more power. This is fascinating here, guys. This is really good watching this chase. Then the riders behind are moving fast, too. It was 800 meters forward. Now we're down to 500 meters. Obviously not going to catch them, but these guys are moving quick. And by guys, I mean, it's the Carrie Ann group, folks. Carrie Ann's here. M4B, Brian Paulson, Mike Hagan, the Number of the Beast, Iron Maiden all the way, and Joel Noguera. Big John rides as well. New guy here for me. Ooh, no, I know his avatar. I think John was here last week. Pretty sure John was here last week. Or Now, I got to say, maybe I seen John on a Tuesday race because I didn't do last week's race. I forget what happened last week. Oh, last week was the day with my dog. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I got totally sidetracked helping a dog out. My little buddy, who's now in heaven with dog friends. Okay, guys, we're moving to the front. Erland Sundstrom, yeah, dude, Erland's, yeah, he's on fire right now. He's in top form, folks. Top form. So, I think it was it was the Oman race where I saw Erland attack over and over and over and over and over. And on my Rouvy, he won. But not according to Rouvy, he didn't, because we don't know where everyone is. Everyone's just disappearing and vanishing and things going on like that, right? Please fix that. That's got to be fixed. Okay, guys, we're starting the downhill run now. 2 kilometer downhill run, false flatty down. Let's go, guys. Gil Matteo, Tice on the front, Nelson Snyder, Batiscum here. Bear Remy in the mix too. Ooh, yeah, we got some good sprinters here, folks. Carroll's here too. Carroll's leading the series. Ooh, Carroll's off the back, folks. Yep, just notice Carroll's off the back. That last little bump just ejected Carroll from the group. He is in first place overall. So, yeah, he's stuck in no man. He's not going to get back on now. Ontaro is alone too. So Ontaro fell out before this. Must have fallen out at the start of that climb. Then we're back to Simon, Adam, Niels Brenham, Flying Skywalker, Tony Sadler. Ooh, Grosjean and Hans are they're still trying to get back on, folks. It might be, they're going to run out of road here pretty quick. They're going to run out of road pretty quick. Okay, guys, we're going to stick with the front. We'll start working our way back. Oh, yeah. I feel like my lips are swollen from all that salt. No regrets. No regrets, folks. Just eat your potato chips. Okay. Penelope's here. Penelope's saying her clicker stopped connecting. I was stuck in gear 19. I went into sensors while riding. Disconnect, reconnect, started working again. Yeah, so maybe that's part of it too. So I think the problem that Kyle was having, Penelope was though, he doesn't have a clicker. It just put him into gear 13. So then what? I guess you disconnect your controllable and reconnect it and hope for the best. Ooh, look at this here, folks. Look at this here. Nelson deciding to go right now, 9 watts per kilo. Guys, we're coming to the finish. Nelson going from, 400 to 500 meters out. Nelson's going for it. Bear Remy coming next. The freight train might come through here, folks. The freight train, choo-choo, is coming through, folks. Choo-choo. Here we go. It's coming through, folks. Nelson finds himself in 7th place, pushing 10 watts a kilo, folks. The front end is going off. I think Shunnick took it there, folks. I wasn't even going to try to keep up with them. Erland Sundstrom comes in 8th, I believe. Yes, Erland got 8th. Carroll coming in 9th. Ontaro will be in 10th solo. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to bounce back to Adam here. Flying Skywalker. Oh, more separation, folks. That front group of 5 that Hans and Grosjean were chasing, they blew apart as well. Looks like Adam 96 and Flying Skywalker went. Left Simon Honenbruck, Niels Burnham, and Tony Stadler behind. Fascinating stuff here. So you can see Ontaro finishing down the road. He's the yellow bubble here. The second yellow bubble is Adam 96 and Flying Skywalker. Then we're going back to Tony Stadler here. Then Hans Holm, Moeller, and Grosjean. And the rest are following. Let's get it, folks. Let's get it. So Ontaro's going to finish solo, so we don't need to watch him. His place is secure, and he'll round out the top 10. We got Adam 96 here, Czech rider, and Flying Skywalker. So yeah, Adam's kind of new to this series. A little bit new. Again, missed last week, but I did some of those Tuesday races. And then, like I'm telling you guys, those nationals, they wore me out. They really wore me out. Saturday and Sunday, like I just talked for hours straight. But I loved it. Adam pushing hard here, 11.5 watts a kilo, folks. Leaving Skywalker behind. Opening down. Skywalker is reacting. 300 meters to go. He could come around him. Looks like Skywalker's coming now. He's going to have to really dig in now. Give it an extra boost. Dude, I need to see 1,000 watts out of you right now. Let's hit it. Here we go. Here we go, boys. Drop it. Skywalker just comes past Adam. Good stuff. When I say 1,000 watts, I managed to drop 1,000 watts yesterday, guys. Different platform. Swift. Simon Honnebrook coming in now, folks. Niels Burnham chasing. Tony Stadler in the mixed duty. Okay, so these are our three that got splintered apart. Simon, Niels, Tony coming in that way. Let's check Hans and Grosjean here. Two coming in. Grosjean, full triathlete, riding double discs here. Powering up now. 12 watts a kilovolt is just going to come past Hans Holm Moeller. Nice ride, guys. You two did really well together. Good teammates there, I think. Frenemies. Call them frenemies. Stefan 793 just blowing past 666 number of the beast here, JRM. So, yeah, he's going to get 18th place. Looks like JRM's going to come in 19th. Carrie Ann, 16 minute. Nice finish, Carrie Ann. Strong lady here. Comes ahead of M40, Big John Rides. Bram Paulison. If I bounce to here. Okay, I think I missed a couple riders there, folks. Mike Higgins coming in next here. Mike will get 26th. So I think I missed my buddy Joel. Unless he's got it. I hope he didn't have a disconnect. That'd be unfortunate. So Mike finishes there in 26th. Bouncing back, we are got Ludwig DB, Mako, Matthias Hale, Yvonne Sagan, Iron Sand. Yep, I'm not seeing him. So maybe he finished. Maybe he had a disconnect. We're not sure yet. Let's just stick with these front riders. Ludwig is going to get 27th. Matthias 28th. Mako trying to come ahead. 29th. Yvonne Sagan. Okay, Yvonne Sagan is solo right now. Riding in 30th. Being pursued by Iron Sand 73. Then we're bouncing back to B Biker. Got a bunch of riders here. This will be a nice finish. B Biker, Chorus, Martin, Dave 12, Boogie Bill, Yumil, Kanyita, Ratim. 100 meters back. This is when we're getting into our little group of muckers here. We got Ratim. There's a guy named here, Nathan. Oh, he is a mucker, isn't he? Just looking for his blue jersey. Look at me. I'm trying to see around Neil here. Look at me doing this. Do this a lot, guys. I can't stop myself. Kay Vonnegan's here. Here's Neil. Riding solid 3 watts per kilo, folks. Yeah, and you know what, guys? I like the new rules that have been implemented this year. I think they're good. I think they help the majority of the racers more. Help, is that the right thing to say? I guess it's going to help include the majority of the racers. And I haven't read the official road Bible or anything like that yet, guys, but I know there's a 60 kilogram weight limit. If you weigh 59, I don't care. We don't care. You got to weigh 60. That's just how it is. Yeah, but dude, I weigh 57.2. Don't care. You're 60 today. Just run with it. Just, it's in place there so that we don't have any 41 kilogram riders showing up. Because one, now there are people that are that light. It's taken me a while to get that through my brain. They're out there. Let's just bounce up here, see what we got. Iron, okay, there we go. Let's hang out with Dave here. This is this next group. Want to stick with this group. The other 2 riders are riding solo. There are riders out there that are riding 40 kilogram. They're like world-class hill climbers, guys. Myself, maybe other people like me, I don't need to be riding against world-class riders. Why am I riding against a world-class rider? I'm not world-class, but I'm 90% of the population that's on Ruvi. So that's who we want to ride against, folks. Yeah, like it just... If you're a world-class rider, maybe you should be racing against other world-class riders. There, I said it. I said it, folks. Yeah, it's just a little bit too much. So some of these extremes, and I'm not talking about people that, you know, are really, really, really good climbers that can blow me out of the water riding their bike backwards up Alpe d'Huez whilst I stop at the disco. I know Jetro commented. I read your comment, Jetro. He didn't stop at either of the discos either. Next time I go up it, I'm stopping my bike there. And I might actually just let it run for a few minutes. So I can pretend that I went into the disco. No one gets my jokes. I get it. Maybe you're busy dying at that time. Just so you know, top of Alpe d'Huez, there's 2 discos there on the review video. Is it also that one too where you see the guy peeing on the side of the road? Yeah, it is. It's fascinating stuff you'll see on there, folks. If you watch as much as I do, I'm looking for stuff to tell little stories about. Coming into the finish, folks, here, less than 200 meters. Boogie Bill's going. B-Biker's going too, though. B-Biker right to the front, 11 watts per kilo, folks. Still holding above 9. Umil coming next in 33rd, passing Boogie Bill. Few riders coming in together, folks. Okay. Kay Vonnegut pushing 9. Here's Neil coming in, 7 watts per kilo, folks. Chasing after Kay Vonnegut. Kay Vonneget's just going to get him. Routev just coming in just behind Neil. Mick as well. Missed a couple riders there, folks. You know who you are. Swiss Chris will be next. Tranberg. Now we'll get to go wake our way down through the names and see the names we haven't seen yet. This guy. Who is Oni D? I don't know you. I've seen Dominic before. I'm looking at a name here too. This is just fascinating to me. Level 84 rider. Never seen you in my life, dude. I have no idea who you are. You've been on Ruby a long time. Why have I never seen you riding here with us before? Fittest 50. Maybe it's fittest 50s? Maybe it means something like that. Level 84 rider, pushing nice here. 4 watts a kilo. Looks to be about a 71 kilogram rider, something like that. I like how I rounded it up. I just want to say 70, but I say 71. So it makes you think I'm doing more in my brain than I actually am. God, I keep giving away my secrets, don't I? Cristiano S70. Ooh, trying to get ahead of everyone here now, folks. Only 350 meters to go. 50. Fittest 50s is reacting, folks. Man, that's a hard name. Yes, he's on the ball. DSO, double discs, rocking it out. 5 watts a kilo. MNH Ruby is chasing, though. 50 just turns it up. Dials it up a notch. Puts it on full boil. 7-8 watts a kilo. All the way to the finish. Like, again, dude, never seen you on Ruby, but here you are. Nice to meet you. Glosbuel finishes next. Looks like Shark of the Alps is coming in right behind him. Shark of the Alps finishing in 54th place. And then we got the Wild Weasel here. German rider, 3 watts a kilo. Andy Up coming in. Andy Up, level 81 rider, folks. Level 81. And then we got some of the Farnham guys. Okay, I don't think I've seen many of the Farnham guys yet today. Hoppy the Rocket coming in. 600 meters from the finish. So a lot of solo finishes here. Now we're going to bounce down and look. So we've seen Wild Weasel. We've seen Andy. Hoppy the Rocket. Let's find groups. Here's Pan Rarisi's going to finish solo. Tim Moore started in 128th. Is going to finish in 59th place, folks. Yeah, he's running out of room. Still moving strong. Late start. Okay, 60th place. We got a group here. Let's take a look at these riders. We got OG, Duckman 2, Fail, G Paper with the Homer Simpson's neighbor. Is that Homer Simpson's neighbor? Or is that Homer? That's Ned Flanders, isn't it? Avatar's pretty small. Sorry, guys. I need to see a bigger avatar. Fascinating news here. Breaking news coming at you, folks. Absolutely breaking news. You can now have your own name on Ruby. Doo, doo, doo. Thank you, Ruby. I mean, I've had my own name, but it's just the amount of times I've seen people say, how do I change my name? How come I can't change my name? When do I get to change my name? Like, wow. Doof. There we go. Just saying, I want to thank folks. G Paper, 10 watts a kilo, folks, here. Going from 500 meters out. What an aggressive move here. Ned Flanders, he's got a sweater on. He's got the collar out. He's got that nice mustachio. Just dropping it, folks. Level 75 rider here. Still over 8 watts a kilo, pushing hard. Opens up a 40-meter gap. 250 meters to go. He's got a 40-meter gap over OG, Selmar Katak, Duckman, and Fail. Nice move by G Paper here. Dig in, 8, 9, 10 watts a kilo, get your 40-meter lead, and you're gone. Scramble here for 62nd place, it looks like. Bouncing back. Okay, NS52, another new rider here. Level 11, dude. Nice to meet you. We'll be finishing solo. R. Laurel. Do I know this rider? Not sure. Another Farnham guy here. Here's Ganera. L. Roland's on a different kind of ride today, folks, because usually L. Roland, I wonder if he had a disconnect and now he's like, well, I just got to ride, because L. Roland usually should be top 10. Top 10, top 15, no matter what. What happened there? I need to know. Inquiring minds. Okay, yeah, what's going on here? Yeah, so poor Kyle has no clicker, and I think a lot of people don't have a clicker, and Ruby thinks you have the clicker. So clickety, clickety, click. What can you do? Bram Paulson, I love his comments. He's very pleased. Bram is extremely pleased with the Ruby update. I hear you, Bram. I feel, yeah, like from what I've seen, it's just not, nah. Penelope saying, I wonder how many people have the clicker. The update is certainly no good if you don't have it. Yeah, like it's kind of forcing people into it. That's why when I saw the update this morning, I jumped on early to download the route, of course. I've done this one with Ruben last week. I will get into the Muckers Championships, I've decided. I missed last week because of my dog. This week, I've already done it. And I was supposed to be doing team time trial right before this. So I couldn't do it today, and just seeing it was the same route, I didn't want to do it again. Okay, or if you don't have a Wahoo trainer, Ruby. Yep, I agree, Penelope. A lot of good things implemented, but just they're not clicking. Like it's, I don't know, like we need more testing. And again, I was saying that before too, like, I mean, that Wahoo Core is probably the most used trainer out there. How could it not have been fully tested? Like, yeah, man, let's check out the Core. Yeah, everyone's got a clicker, right? Yeah, sure they do. They all have clickers. Everyone has a clicker. There's no need to have a clicker unless you're on Zwift. So L. Roland here finishing strong. Yeah, I think something happened to L. Roland and got disconnected early on and fell behind and just had no chance of being in that front group. So just kind of like, tootled along compared for his abilities. That's my guess there. David 1951 coming with Baxter, new name again. We got Ruby Bryan here. So this will be 70th through 72nd. Andy H292 here. Riding about 100 meters ahead of Suniva. See Suniva here a lot. Further 50 meters back, we got Pietrek G, a Polish rider. And Dave, DKDW, whatever that means, Dave. Level 8. So he's one of the new low-level riders here. So I wonder where Dave came from. See a lot of these new riders. They're coming from another platform. They're tired of certain routes and they want to try something new. Guys, I'm kind of going the other. Ooh, it looks like we're catching someone. These two are catching Suniva. I can just see her up ahead. Take a look here. Here from Dave's viewpoint. Okay, you can't see her. Suniva's just up the road here. Suniva pushing for the finish. She's got 300 meters to go. Pushing about the same power, but lower wattage. That's why these guys are catching right now. She's doing 3.5 watts a kilo at 200 and something watts. Whereas Pietrek, is over 300. Looks like Suniva's just going to hold on. Pietrek's away in 75th. Dave will finish in 76th. Then we're back to Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch here. I know. Canadian fellow here. Yeah, cold out here. Back. Actually, it's been cold in Victoria too. It's been below zero every day. My mom's crying her eyes out that it's -1 with snow in the backyard. Well, welcome to Canada, right? Welcome to Canada. And I heard Toronto got a bunch of snow. Not tons, like 8-9 inches. Whatever, guys. Come on. The big TO, you can figure it out. 77th place to Marky Mark here. Funky Bunch is falling behind somewhere in the sag wagon. Buzzy, Italian rider, level 12. And Bull Rider's only a level 10. All new riders here. Okay. Bull Rider's going for it. Drops 8 watts a kilo. Off to the races. About 600 watts out of them. And takes 70th place ahead of Buzzy. Discus coming. Yeah, so guys, I was riding yesterday. Hey, Discus. Nice jersey, dude. Nice jersey. Level 9 rider. I did a little bit of stuff yesterday. Basically, I was doing it for jersey completion. Lots of cool jerseys. Do the route, whatever. It's a race, but it's not a race. Well, it's a race, different categories, right? And I found myself in a group of 5, and it was really interesting. Like, you could see right away who was willing to work, who was just sucking wheels all the way. There was me and one other dude. I think his name was Julio Santos, maybe. He worked a lot up front, and I think about as much as I did. I think the other riders were lighter than me, so when they got to the front, they were getting smashed by the wind, and they really couldn't do much up there, or at least they pretended they couldn't. There was a group ahead of us. We got Reki coming in, Miansky, Spider01, Sikrel, and Spria. Val rides. Oh, here's Sylvia. Sylvia coming to the finish now. 88th place with H. High five. High five, dude. I get it. And Val rids. Yeah, so the race, I think there was like 13 of us in this class. It's multi-classes, so you got like 20 in this group, 15 here, 13 there, 40 in that one. So the one guy that was working lots, he tried to jump away a couple times, and I was the one that pulled him back. So once in a while, I do ride my bike, guys. And then I just noticed, oh, he's gone. So I was left with 3 dudes. 3 or 4. Actually, I think we passed another guy too. It was 2 laps. So maybe the guy that caught up with us, that we caught and got mixed in with us, he was in a lower class on just finishing up his first lap. I don't know. But yeah, my little sprint worked at the end, and it was my slow, I call it the slow Colin. I'm afraid to stand up and sprint on this trainer because it doesn't feel stable enough to me. But I did the slow diesel wind up, sitting power. I think it was 1,048 watts, just sitting, guys. No standing, no rocking the body back and forward, just kind of winding it up and winding it. And I took them. I was just like, yes, dude. It's nice to have that little win. And different platforms, Zwift. I got 3rd overall in my class. A couple guys got disqualified for whatever reason, or I think you have to actually be linked to Zwift Power. If you're not, you're kind of booted from the standings. So, and I like that idea. Dandy Candy coming in 91st place. Then we've got Swider. We've got, looks like another Patricic. Ooh, these names. This has got to be like, is this like a Peter? Is your real name Peter, dude? Is that what I would call you in English? Arno Shooting. Guys, I'm just going to look at this here. I've actually got to start checking my messages for later today. Oh, hi. Streaming. Okay, done that, Martin. Yeah, I couldn't use the race pass. I couldn't figure that out. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to talk to him. Yeah. So I'm going to have to send him and hopefully he can figure that out for me. So I want to do one of these team time trials today. Not me. I want to cover them. I love it. It's so good. The people you meet on there, wow. Good stuff. My new buddies, if they ever see this video, SWAT, 5W4T, all Canadian dudes and ladies, dudes and dudettes, dudes. We say just dudes all around. Like hitters, folks. A+. Some of them, they've got a bunch of A+ riders over on Zwift. Like that's like right up there. Jonathan Besson, Frances Cayouette, Hugh Ioannis, like just I can't wait to watch those guys. They're doing a ladder race tonight. Ooh, guys, ladder race, check this out. It's like you call out another team. You call out a team. So you have a team, and I don't know how it works, but my understanding is you can call out a team that's 5 places either side from your ranking, and they have to agree to it. Arno is just finishing up now. Then we're going back to Cani Koalis here. AJ Watts. Oh, yeah, I was going to look up AJ Watts. AJ Watts. So basically, you call out another team, and then it's you versus that team, one event. And it's all scored by points. Okay, I'm just looking for something here, guys. This name sounds familiar to me. Oh, yeah. When I say AJ, I don't want AH. Come on, phone. Come on, bro. Guys, check this out. I thought he was a Canadian football player. Football. Didn't that just pop up? Canada. Okay. Sorry, I'm really distracted here. There is an AJ Watts football player, but it's not the one I was thinking of. I guess there's some new guys. Oh, AJ Watts is going for sprint finish now. 6 watts a kilo here, folks. The name just sounds really familiar to me. Not that I would know anything about college football in the States, because I kind of gave up on football years ago, guys. Stern. Let's just go through the names, folks, then I'm probably going to jump. I got to get my other stuff organized because... So I didn't register right to cover the races. And then Martin's gone and put me in some that I'm now missing because I'm doing this, because just scheduling, right? He didn't know I was doing this. I didn't tell him I was doing this. Whatever. Moving on. Walk it off, folks. Stern, Tatty, and I will just open the chat too to make sure there's no one hanging out here still. Live chat. Okay, what's Penelope saying? Yeah, Penelope saying they could have helped everyone know by letting us know you need a clicker before they just do it. Yeah, so like I don't even know if that's the real issue. Like, is it just certain devices? We got okay, so Tatty, Johan Buell, Zenda, Bigsby, Tomas 995, John P, Cancini, check rider, John Snyder's here. Like, I kind of think it's going to be one of those things like, oh, guys, make sure you do it in this order. Like, when you set up, make sure you hook this up first. Hook up. It's going to be one of those weird fixes, and it's probably only affecting a certain amount of people. Like I said, I'm not updating. I'm just not. I don't want to waste my time going, oh, I'm going to do the rollback now. I just don't want to do it. So that's going to turn a lot of people off. So, yeah, it might just be the way that you've got your system set up, which it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't be your fault that the update didn't really implement well. Because there's no way you can virtually shift right now. Smart bikes, yes, you've got your own virtual shifting system. But why are some people finding out that they can't shift their gears? Does it think that you have a clicker? It's seeing something that thinks is a clicker? I don't know. Just don't know. I've heard people say too, someone else commented here before. Who was that? Hang on. Simon James. Yeah. Said on the Hout Routes that the gradient was much, much harder than what it should have been. So, hard enough as it is, so now you're making it even harder. A lot of fun. Great stuff. So, apparently a hotfix is coming. I heard the Doritos don't work at all right now. Again, I'm Tacx Neo 2T. None of the stuff works for me, so I'm not really too concerned about it. But I'm going to go QZ it. You guys can say I cheat. Whatever. There's going to be cheaters on everything. There's probably cheaters on here today, folks. Just so you know. There's always those weight dopers and people with accidentally cheating, haven't calibrated their trainer in 30 years. Well, you're probably getting an extra 300 watts out of it. Paul C70, 107th rider. Greg Dredd. Ooh, got a little group here. Got Greg Dredd. John Helg, 66 Norwegian rider. No, Norwegian. Okay. Lyndon 65 from the UK. Sala 80, Italian rider. Des Dyer. Des is here. Des never misses these. And then Jay Kinsey okay, I thought he was just coasting there for a little bit. Here they are, the riders that couldn't change their names, folks. One's broken down, and here's another one who doesn't know that in the update you can now change your name. Well, dude, Mr. User _1740785, you will be glad to know you can actually use your own name now. So that'll be our 115th rider, folks. So I think they'll all get through. Yeah, so funny. I can't even see my live chat there. Like, YouTube's messed up for me today too, folks. So what I'm going to do, guys, is 12:44. Colin hasn't even ridden his bike yet. I got to go find something to do. I got to coordinate with Martin. I got to think about team time trials later. Lots to do. Thanks for watching, folks. Inside Cycling World. Still staying alive somehow. Don't know what I'm going to do much longer. It's just the reality, folks. Gotta go. See you later.